Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. We are starting this video off with some incredibly bad lighting and probably bad audio, but I am making this advent calendar. So I brought a kit, it's fabric, and down here we have the little windows that we're going to cut out and so on. The kit came with some backing fabric and some padding with green, gold and white cotton with multicolored bins, needles, little sequins. I don't think I'm going to use these little gold stars. I got this kit from a company in the UK called creative-stitching.co.uk. They have loads of different options on there. It was actually a really good price for the kit. So yeah, this is a surprise for my partner for Christmas. I don't know if this is common in other parts of the world, but in the UK it's very common to have an advent calendar. So with this one I'll pop in chocolates into each one, and then on the 1st of December they get to eat the chocolate out of there, and then each day you have to search for the number window that corresponds to the date. So this one here is number 2, so on the 2nd they eat the chocolate out of there. It's just a nice little way to pass the month of December. So first things first, I'm going to get this ironed, and then we'll cut out the, what should we call these? Windows, flaps, bits of material that we're going to sew on here. We'll cut these out. I'm going to iron it first and then I'll be right back with you. Okay, so I have ironed and cut this bit off. So now we're just going to cut out the windows. We're going to cut through the seams in the middle. So like this, not seam, this line here where there's little scissors at the top. I don't know if you can see that, I'm off camera. Little scissors at the top. So we cut down these lines and then we fold over. I'll show you that when I do it. So I'm just going to start cutting. Okay, they are all cut out. A nice little pile of them there. I'm just going to get rid of the rubbish, reposition the camera, and then I'll be back. Okay, so next what we're going to do is press all the top lines down like that. Then we're going to stitch those closed, and then we'll come back and we'll press all the other sides. And do this very step by step for me. So I'm just going to press with an iron. And that doesn't really want to fold. Cute. Nice and slowly on these. I'm going to try and not do everything needs to be done quickly, Jean, because I am going to burn myself at some point, but I want to avoid that if possible. So yeah, I'm just going to press each one like this, and then we'll on some of them, I think. Is that okay? I think that's okay. That looks cute. Yeah, I'm going to press them all like that. And then we're going to stitch the top line closed. And then we're going to pin them on. And then stitch around the three sides so the top becomes a pocket. And you can pop a little chocolate in the top. Ta-da! Okay, so we are, well, I'm back. It's just a second for you. I'm going to sew along the top of every single one now. It's just to secure this flap down in place. And it will also help keep the sides in place. My sewing machine is a Singer Tradition. I've got the tension on 2, width on 2, length on 2. It's a straight stitch. I'm using gold thread that was supplied with the kit and a white thread on a bobbin that I already had. I've had this machine for about 12 years. It's been great. I don't know why, I don't know if you can see on camera. No, you can't. This bit's discoloured. I don't know why, but it still works fine. So I'm just going to crack on and do each one. Just a simple straight stitch right across the top. Gonna snip each one. Right, I'll come back and snip all these loose threads off later, but for now I just want to get them stitched. I'm stitching and then reversing for a couple of stitches just to secure it, and then when we stitch around it will secure it even more as well. Okay, so I've sewn all of the tops of every single one. They're all sewn up. I don't have any more time today to carry on. So it will be a second for you, but it'll probably be a week for me before I can do the next bit. But I'll be right back with you. So for me, it's now a completely different week, different day. I'm back on this. So what I'm going to do first is cut all these loose threads off of every window, and then I'm going to start attaching them to the main body. Okay, that's all of those little loose threads. Yeah, loose threads cut off. And now I'm just going to tidy this up and then I'll be right back. Okay, so I've got the main body of the calendar here, and happily the last one I cut the stitches off is the first one on the calendar. So I'm just going to pin this on with the pins that were included in the pack. Ta-da! And then we're going to start sewing. So I'm going to try and line it up nicely. I've decided I'm just going to do one at a time. Pin it, sew it, pin it, sew it. So, machine forward, I've got this one pinned on. Ta-da! See that? And we're just going to sew it. So I'm going to start with the side that didn't want to stay down first. Tighter, there we go. The sewing machine is exactly the same setup as before, so tension on 2, width on 2, length on 2, straight stitch, and I'm just going to start going. There's our first stitched pocket. The top's still open, so you can pop a little chocolate in. Amazing. Oh, it looks cute. Happy with that. I think what I'll do for now is just sew and then come back through later on and snip all these loose threads off. Time to pin the next window on. Ta-da! And I'll see you once I've sewn them all on. Okay, so now all the pockets are all sewn on nicely. Pretty happy with how they've gone. They're not all perfectly matched up, but I'm not too bothered about that. This is a handmade Christmas gift, so that's fine by me. What I need to do now is go through and cut off all of these threads that you can see everywhere. So I'm going to do that for the whole front of it. I'm not going to cut off any threads on the back because they'll be sewn in once we put the backing on, but I'll cut all these off and then I'll be right back with you for the next step. Okay, so we're on to the next step. Now I've cut all those little threads off. We have our front panel laid out on the floor here. Next, face up, we put on our backing fabric. Like that. And then we have our padding or stuffing, whatever you want to call it. And I'm going to go round the edge and stitch all the way around. I'm going to pin this all together, stitch it all around the edge. I'm not going to do the top across the top. Well, actually I am. I'm going to do probably in a third on either side and then leave a pocket here so I can turn it inside out. Insert hanger, and then I'm going to top stitch around the sides of the hanger as well. So then the hanger is going to be used to hang it. Right, I'm going to pin it around the outside, sew it, and then I will turn it right side out, turn it inside out, and then I'll be back with you to show you the hanger. Okay, so now I've got everything sewn together, as you can see here. Stitch going all the way around. At the top I did leave a gap, as I said, so my stitching starts or ends there, and that's the other side. You can see I've got quite a lot of fabric around the edges. The bottom is quite narrow, which is fine. What I'm going to do before I turn this the right way out is go around the edges with my fabric scissors and cut off most of this allowance. At the corners I'm going to cut across like this. That will just make it easier to turn the right way around when I flip it inside out. So I'm going to cut off that extra fabric now, and then I will be right back with you. Okay, so now I have turned this back the right way, so you can see front panel here, back panel there, and then our opening in the top. You can see the stuffing in the middle, all the padding. So there you go. It feels really good, really solid. It's a really nice kit, highly recommend. If anyone's interested, I'm not an affiliate or anything like that, but I'll link the website down below. It's just something that I found on the internet one day, so if you're interested, they have other kits as well. Now next, the kit says to do, they give you some material to do tabs, excuse the pen on my hand, to do some tabs to hang with. Now you can do that. I'm using a hanger though, so I'm completely ignoring the instructions on this bit. I'm just going to slot this hanger in at the top and have this bit hanging out, and then I'm going to stitch either side. So I'll be right back. Okay, so the hanger is in, and you can see I've put some pins in. So now what I'm going to do is try and stitch really close to the edge, either sides of the hanger, just to seal the whole thing up. I'll be right back. Okay guys, so there we go. You can see hanger is in the top. Did a stitch close to the edges, as close as I could, all along the top. That looks pretty neat, I'm quite happy with that. So it just hangs from a door or a hook. There you go. I'm just going to pop a little chocolate in each pocket, and then each day in December up to the 24th, I get to find the correctly numbered window, so number 1, number 6, number 10, and so on, and then they eat the chocolate for that day. There you go, cute. Let me know what you think in the comments, hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.